would like to introduce our final facilitator for the final remarks, Giovanna Trejo Elizondo. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Giovanna, and I am a facilitator for session number 5. I would like to congratulate all the participants for your successful contribution to this historic conference. And now it's time to hear some final words from our sides. So if you have any final remarks, questions, or concerns, now is the time to make them. I would like to remind you we only have 15 minutes for this in order to continue with the voting on the plan of action. So what side would like to go first? Maybe India?
Just say your You prepared, no? Okay, wait. Just a minute.
Udaya.
India, are you ready to make your final comments?
Just a moment, please.
Just a moment, please.
Perhaps
Okay,
Would you like?
So we can continue. Maybe the Philippines is ready to make any final remarks.
Hi. Also, the final remarks we have for the subsidy A, the sanitation and water, that we actually agree with the operative clauses with all the countries, along with all the countries. So there are a lot of issues that has been brought about. However, we thought that it's effective and it's global, and therefore we actually want all of these operative clauses to push through, and that's all for the sanitation and water for the Philippines. For environmental sustainability in business, the final point we'd like to make is we recognize the role of stakeholders such as the government, the business sector, and the youth as part of consumers in the global context of international laws and regional laws that try to sustain the environment. However, as part of the youth, our strong points are in the aspects of information and organizing. And these 2 points are what we think we should maximize. In information, these are the use of social media and what we discussed earlier. In organizing, we believe in the power of organizing grassroots communities and also setting up youth-led organizations so that we can together have a space, a safe and enabling environment for us to coordinate with one another and bridge stakeholders in order to effect the changes that we want to make, more than words, more than discussions that we had today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Philippines. I would like to read you an email from Karachi. It says, I am Mohammed Haris from Karachi, and I have a question about Section 8 water. There are several rivers flowing into Pakistan from India, but due to India's plans to preserve water, farmers here are facing storage of it, which further reduce crop amount of those. There is more hunger. It is my request to the United Nations that as they are working on it, a solution should be figured out as quickly as possible. Here in that nearly 400 infants passed away due to a drought, and the government couldn't help because there is a lack of water. So if you have any comments about that, feel free to make them.
I'm sorry, I hate to cut in like this, but we are extremely short on time, so we are going to need to move right into the final comments from everybody else. Please keep it short and sweet. We have to vote. Thank you.
We will be voting at 15 on the hour, just a reminder.
So maybe, India, are you ready to make your final remarks?
Yes.
You don't need to hold it. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. We would have liked more time to discuss on the sub-theme environmental sustainability in business, and we hope that our primary focus of our action plan will be on the vulnerable groups in the society, and we have a heartfelt thanks to the organizers, GEMS, and other websites for giving us this wonderful opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your encouraging words. We'll now proceed to Mexico's final remarks.
Thank you. As we studied the different sub-themes and we listened to the discussions, we came to the conclusion that everything can be solved, at least mostly, by education. And while there may be too many different situations to foresee and to prevent the different problems that may arise, education will always bring about positive change, and it will always bring about good fortune to all the countries.
And we also want to remark that this video conference are excellent for us, the young people, to talk to each other and speak and listen, but also to take opinions, ideas, and suggestions for everyone. So we're really glad to be part of this. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mexico. If that's it, oh, sorry. New York, do you have any comments?
New York, was there anything that you wish to address?
Says not. Oh, sorry.
I just want to say thank you for giving us your time, and I hope that we all got to talk about problems. Thank you.
So as we're done, we can continue with the voting. So I leave you with your co-chair, Brian and Mackenzie.
All right, so now, okay, now we're going to start voting. I will be taking the count for the New York site. Your choices are yay, nay, or or abstention. So think about it. I'm going to give you 5 seconds to think about it. All right. What? You told me that we were supposed to be first.
What?
We're supposed to be last.
What do you mean?
We're voting. We're supposed to be voting last. Doesn't matter?
Does that really matter? Okay, in which case we will. I guess we will do the overseas sites first. Remember, your choices are yay, nay, or abstain in regards to our plan of action for UNSLCD 2015. We will begin with India. Can we have a count of yays?
I agree.
It's 41 yen from India. 41 yen. Yay.
How many was that?
41.
41 yeses.
41 yay. How many nay?
0.
How many abstentions?
0.
That simplifies things. On to Colegio Carolbar, Mexico City.
Hi, we are 15 yay and only 15 yay.
Excellent, thank you. Moving on to University Makati City, Philippines. How many yay? How many nay? How many abstention?
Please wait. Wait. Take your time.
How many, sorry?
272 participants, so you have to give us a bit of time to count.
All right, no problem. Take your time.
Please do take your time. We will move on to our.
We have more than the number of countries in the United Nations. 6.
Do just let us know when you have a number. Thank you.
Okay. All right, so I guess we should probably count up ours because they were all prepared. All right, so for New York, how many yays? Okay, that's a lot. Stand up. Okay, 1, 2, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh God. 43. 43.
43?
43 yays.
What about you?
Yeah, I counted me.
Great. 43.
Does
no.
anyone want to abstain? No. Okay.
Hello, Makati. Do you have a number for us?
Hello, Brian. We don't have the numbers yet.
Yes, I have 103. 103, yes. 104, yes.
Oh, for yourself, Dave.
Let's
Okay.
compute
We
20.
will consolidate the votes.
104 yes.
104 yes. Okay, how many no's?
Wait, it's just for education.
104 sa
We
inyo.
will consider it now.
2 abstain.
To get back.
For the
Hold up. So 104 yes, and then...
How many no's on the stuff?
Okay, so we have 104 for yes, and then how many no's and how many abstentions? Or correct me if I'm wrong.
We're not yet that way.
So do you know what it works just for what? So just give us 2 seconds. We're adding.
Sure, no problem. Go ahead.
1, 2.
Okay. 237, yes. Abstain 3. No 3.
Okay, we have 237 yes. For no, for nay it's 3, and for abstain is 3. And that's...
Thank you. Is that everything?
Yes, that's a total of 243 at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
So just confirming your numbers. 237, 3, and 3.
Yes.
Yes.
Dali naman sa kanila. 15.
All right, and we have our tally. Is everyone ready? All right. The draft has passed with 336 yeses, 3 noes, and 3 abstentions. Thank you, everybody.
Hello, we will now introduce Sabrina Cosimano from GEM.
Well, that was extremely exciting and exhilarating. We're back there in the back. I'm also furiously writing as Rachel is tweeting out the numbers that are coming in. So, guys, that was absolutely amazing and inspiring. I would like to thank all of you at the sites, at our webcast sites, those of us who've joined you here, the educators who have made this possible, because none of us would be here today if you all didn't have dedicated educators in your lives that brought you together. So can we just give a round of applause to the educators who brought us here today? To thank the draft team who has been working furiously here in New York, and they asked if they could stop, and I told them no, to keep working. So there will be a final draft that will be posted on Google Docs once we make sure that all the spelling is correct, all of the additions are included. So that final document will be presented to the UN, and we hope that you all will be able to continue this work that we've started today and take this back into your communities and really dig in. Now, this is when the real work begins. We all have to now put this work into action. So we have this plan. It's going to be available online. It's going to continue to grow. So please, please, please don't let this enthusiasm and this energy that we have in this room and in all of the rooms around the world, don't let it die. Keep letting it grow. What was the phrase at the beginning of the day? It's going to burn, right?
Yeah.
It's going to continue to burn.
Brightly and as long as we let it.
As brightly and as long as we let it. So burn, baby. Come on, guys. I'd like to, again, thank everybody, and we're going to sign off here in New York. And final comments. Okay. Final comments. Okay, final comments. Also, before you guys in New York leave, we have evaluations, so don't pack up just yet. Okay, final comments.
All right. All right, and then we're just going to close. Brian and I have some final comments. So as a day of hard work is coming to an end, I believe some thanks are in order. Thank you to Wayne Jacoby, Sabrina Cusimano, and Rachel Zanders, and all the people from GEM for putting this together and for putting in many, many hours of hard work. Thank you to Zain Abakil from UNICEF and Voices of Youth for empowering youth and for all of their hard work. Thank you to the United Nations, not only for, letting us use this amazing room and setting us up with our peers around the world, but for all of the excellent and important work that they do today and that they have done in the past. And last but not least, thank you to everyone who has participated and listened today, whether no matter where you were or what prevented you from being here, perhaps, or from actively participating. Our thoughts are with the Democratic Republic of Congo and Pakistan, and our hearts go out to you. And the work we are doing here is incredibly important to the future. And everyone here, your passion and your dedication is apparent in the way you speak and the contributions you have made to the plan of action. Today has been a celebration of growth, a step towards a healthier and a more sustainable future. But it's not over. Like Sabrina said, it's just started. We have a piece of paper now. It's really, what are we going to do with it? What are we going to take back to our schools, back to our communities? What are we going to take back to the people we love? What are we going to tell them? Oh yeah, it was a great day. No, it wasn't just a great day. It was the start of something, and something bigger than ourselves, and something that we have the power to let die, or we have the power to let live on. And we must continue to breathe life into the ideas that have been voiced today. And we must continue to celebrate and grow our world with united and open hearts. Thank you.
Now, it may seem at first that we are all minuscule, simply specks calling out to a very large universe. And frankly, it's true. Humanity is tiny, but I do have to ask, why does that matter? We are capable of the unthinkable in all senses of that word. Humanity has set foot on the moon. Humanity has peered back to the beginning of the universe. Humanity has crossed mountain and ocean and tundra. We have created art and beauty and structures from which clouds about face and part out of respect. But we are also capable of great injustice. Splitting the atom, for instance, has allowed us to bring electricity and a higher quality of life to where there was wasteland before. But splitting the atom has also created wasteland. My question to you is, what kind of atom will you be? Will you be the kind that sacrifices itself to provide warmth and light, or will you be the harbinger of death and destruction and desolation? Do not underestimate the power of the minuscule, because within you is the potential to breathe life or extinguish it. And never before has that concept been more apparent. A common theme throughout this conference has been that of interconnectedness. Right now, as I speak, my voice and image is being carried across sea and plain and mountain to every corner of this earth and radiating into space at the speed of light. My reach and your reach is incomparable to that of any era that has ever existed, and the youth are the pioneers. We were born into this age where information is at our fingertips and wires can carry our souls and touch those across the planet. In gathering here, whether in person or in spirit, you have forgone the idea that we can exist separately in this new age. We, the youth, have come together to be the light that shall guide humanity into the future. The path which we shall forge shall be entirely our choice, and I implore you to use the tools built by those who have come before us, and by those who are listening today, and by those who shall come, to do good. For if we can afford bullets, we can afford bandages. And when the time comes that we have inherited this earth, what kind of leaders will we be, and in what kind of world? We simply cannot wait until then to begin our work. We, the youth, are creative and resourceful and brave and capable. We cannot let our inbuilt myopia hold us back from this newfound capability. But do not be afraid to start small. Today I have heard countless local, realistic solutions which could be easily implemented upon arriving home, and ask of you to do that. You may not think that it has the scope of, say, traveling to impoverished countries, building houses. But you would be surprised what happens when you light a spark. A wildfire can erupt from the smallest of flames and the most seemingly insignificant of actions. Simple acts may seem a drop in a very, very wide sea. But to quote David Mitchell, what is an ocean but a multitude of drops? Thank you, and go in peace.
I'm gonna bang the gavel. Meeting adjourned.
Meeting adjourned.
Bye.
Live from the Philippines.
Bye. Bye.